Second to my YouTube channel. Today I want us to talk about how you as a foreigner can live peacefully and happily in another man's country. Yes, it's very, very important. You know things that you should do in another man's country to avoid putting yourself in trouble or putting yourself into a mess that you are not supposed to put yourself. One of the things you need to know first, the kind of visa that you went to that country with. Yes, and the duration of the visa too. You really need to know the kind of visa you went to. If it is for studies, for business, you got to know what the visa as in how long the visa can take you, so that you not go there and be stranded. So you not be stranded. And also, after knowing how long your visa can, always remember, don't forget to renew your documents anytime it expires. Always remember to renew your documents. It's very, very important. But when you don't renew your documents and they expires, that is another problem. And it will make you how will I put it? It will make you not to be comfortable again, and it might even lead to deportation. Yes, you have to take your documents very, very serious. That's why I said it's the first thing to do. Your document, you should take it very, very serious, and always go about with your documents. Make sure your document is valid, and always keep your documents in handy. Always keep it in hand. Always make sure that your document is valid. You understand? To avoid problem, because most problem that foreigners are facing all over the world is normally from documents. It's normally from documents problem. Maybe you have overstayed the duration of your documents, or you forgot to renew it and it expires. So we really need to take note of that and be very, very mindful of it. And number 2 is, don't assume that everybody speaks English. No. If possible, before traveling to a foreign land, make sure you browse about the country, know some things about it, know the language they speak, know little about the language before going to the country. Not all countries speak English, like Italy, for example, Spain, for example, Germany, for example. These people, Austria, these people don't speak English. They speak their own language. They speak their own language, and when you come in and you feel that everybody speaks English, you can't communicate with the person, and that might even put you into trouble, because fraud is everywhere. They can even bring a document for you to sign. Not knowing that you are signing another thing that will put you into trouble just because of language, which most people in foreign land face that as well. They will just say, sign here, sign here, sign here. You don't even know what you are signing. So don't assume that everybody speaks English. If possible, you must sign. Take out time, type it on your phone and translate it before signing anything. Be conscious of what you sign, because many people have put themselves into problem because of what they signed ignorantly. Another one is have a residence. Make sure you have a residence. Not just make sure you have a residence. Yes, because when you have a residence, at least you will even have where your letters, everything about you will be sent to you. Because when you have a residence, that is when you can easily give your address out to maybe your workplace or anywhere, so that you can be traceable. You understand? So Foreign countries value your residence very, very much, so that they can trace you anytime, any day. Always have a residence if you can afford one. If you can't afford one, look for somebody. Share apartment with the person. Make sure you have a residence. It's very, very important. Another one, never you take any country that you are in, never you take their constitution for granted. Abide by the rules that governs them. Is very, very important. You must abide by the rules that govern them. Don't say, in my country we don't obey law, and you assume another country don't obey law too. No, don't do that. Always obey any country that you are in. Obey the rules and regulation if you want to stay peacefully and live peacefully. Obey their rules and regulation. If they say from this time to this time they don't want noise, obey it. If they say this place you shouldn't go here by so and so time, obey it. If they give you any constitution, any rules, they didn't see you before making any rule. So any rule that is being given to you, make sure you abide by it. They did not see, you're not the first person. They only state that rule so that their country will be a better place for everyone to live in. So always obey the rules and regulation of a country. Is even one of the things you should take more than serious. When you arrive into a country, make sure you know their rules and regulation. Know how to know where to go and where not to go. It's very, very important. Another one is always mind your business and your actions. Mind your movements. It's not you being a foreigner. There's some restrictions, and it's not as if maybe you might be at the right place at the right time at the wrong time, and you might also be at the wrong place at the right time. You understand? Always mind where you are going. Always ask questions. Ask questions. Always ask questions before you do some certain things. For any action at all that you want, just mind your action and your movement. It's very, very important. Even in your own country, there's some movement that you make that will put you into trouble. Talk more of another man's country. So you should mind your movement and your mind the kind of business you do, mind the kind of people you mingle with. Mind where you go is very, very important. Another one is avoid loud noise. You shouldn't disturb your neighbor because of what? Avoid it. Avoid loud noise. It will put you into trouble. They might even call police for you, and from then you are having problem already. Avoid loud noise. Always see, it happens everywhere. Nowhere is safe. No matter the camera and everything, nowhere is safe 100% that you cannot lose your belongings. So in that case, I plead you to always keep an eye on your belongings. If possible, when you are going out, just take the amount of money that you know you'll be needing. You understand? Just take the amount. Don't go into commotion areas. Just go to, how will I put it? Because those people picking pockets, they are everywhere. Always put your eye on your belonging. If possible, wear a waist belt that you put everything, and be careful of it too. Always be mindful of your belonging to avoid it being lost. Always be mindful of your belonging and be mindful of where you step, where you are going into. Be mindful of where you are going to. In fact, if possible, avoid crowded area, because that is when some people with those pickpockets can do so many things to your belongings, to your money. If you are going out, if possible, just take your transfer money and maybe your bank, your ATM with you, so that you can buy anything you want. but just be mindful. And when you lost any document, make sure you go straight and report that you have lost this document, because someone else might use that document against you. And don't forget it. See, it's very necessary. Most foreign countries don't allow you littering something on the floor for them. They don't allow it. So you have to avoid it totally. You have to avoid it totally. Don't litter on the floor. It's not acceptable in most countries. Look for, they normally put a waste bin somewhere. Look for it and put anything that you want to put into it. Don't litter. Don't litter. Avoid all problems as much as you can, and you live happily. And after your retirement, you enjoy yourself. But when you start doing some things that will put you into trouble, you find out that when the trouble comes, it's still you that will regret it. It's still you that will regret it. And don't forget again, and another point again is, please, this one I'm pleading, because most people take it for granted, but it's actually useful. Please, when you go to any foreign country at all, look for your, anywhere you are coming from, you have a state, or you have a tribe. Yes, you have a tribe you are coming from. Make sure you look for your tribe anywhere you are. Join them. They normally have a union meeting. Join them. Be among them. Because nobody knows tomorrow. Nobody actually knows tomorrow. So it's better when you join them, so that if anything happens, you have somebody to back you up. Foreign land is foreign land. You can't, how will I put it? You can't just fight everything by yourself. You can't know everything. Make sure you join your village meeting. Make sure you join your village meeting. Make sure you always go to your village gathering. With that, you are building a community for yourself. You are building nobody knows tomorrow for yourself, because you benefit if you find yourself in any challenge at all. Those people are the people that will help you and fight for it. And always make sure you interact with everybody with respect, because Ibeke Jaba, according to my people. You understand? When you have people support and when you have knowledge of so many things, you find out that staying in the Western world will be enjoyable. Thank you and God bless you. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Bye.